Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Join me today in the stunning Snowdonia National Park. As a Welshman myself, I love coming to this neck of the woods. It's just simply stunning. It's got everything. It's got waterfalls, it's got lakes, it's got mountains, it's got lighthouses. You name it, it's got everything for a landscape photographer. It's paradise. And I'm up here for the next couple of days, and I'm attending a Kase Filters workshop tomorrow that's being held at quite a famous location. More on that tomorrow though. But today I'm heading to South Stack Lighthouse, which is on the Isle of Anglesey, and I'm going to try and get that at sunset. So come along with me, let's go and make some photographs. Wind. We've got South Stack Lighthouse just over there. I've made it. I've had to seek shelter in this little stone backdrop because the wind is just something else. We'll just take you out here. Have a listen to this. I've had to take shelter in this dark, dingy, almost like a bothy, this derelict bothy, because the wind, I don't know if you can hear it, it's just so strong out there. I went down by the lighthouse itself, I was getting blown over. On the path up here, again, I was practically being blown off my feet. I've not experienced wind like that in a long time. But luckily I'm out of the wind as much as I can in this shelter. So the camera set up on its tripod down there, framing the shot up. Sun slowly starting to set in the sky over there. Wow. Oh. That is unbelievable, that wind. Anyway, I'm going to get some filters out and have a play, I think. So the sun is starting to set behind me over South Stack and it's casting this lovely golden glow. As you can see, I'm all in shadow, but I'm nicely backlit with this yellow glow. So on the front of the camera is a Nikon 20mm f1.8 prime. I absolutely love that lens for landscapes. It's great. It's lightweight, it's tack sharp, and it's got a 1.8 aperture for if you're out and about and you want to get some of those starry night shots. But for me, I can't fault this lens. It's absolutely brilliant. It's just wide enough and it's just narrow enough. It's the sweet spot, if you ask me, for landscape lenses. I absolutely love it. So I'm going to take the shot now. The sun's in pretty much the right position to what I want. I'm at f11, ISO 64, 1/20th of a second. Let's take the shot. Beautiful. Oh, wow, that's wind and a half. Can't remember the last time I was in wind that strong. I think Iceland back in 2016 was the last time I had wind. That's got to be easily 50 mile an hour plus up there. Anyway, I think I've got the shot I want. I came down purely because there's a bank of cloud on the horizon now, and that seemed to be sort of stifling any light that was remaining there. But looking at the sky now, there's just a touch of colour on some of the higher altitude clouds, but I've still got this big bank of cloud that's blowing in off the Irish Sea, and the car's rocking with the wind here. Wow. Anyway, let me know what you think about this image. I'm quite pleased with how it's turned out, but drop me a comment down below, let me know what you think. So that's day one in North Wales done. Let's go check into the hotel, grab a beer, and let's get ready for a nice early start tomorrow morning. This car is rocking. Cheers. Cheers, thanks.
Would you like your receipt?
Yes, please, if I could.
That's fine, no problem.
You're the star, thank you very much. Cheers. Coffee done. Good morning from the second day here in North Wales. Slightly disappointing start to the morning. I went out to try and get a sunrise, and the location I chose was a little bit foggy. So I went to my backup location, which was Llyn-Ogwen. But by the time I got there, the car park was full with weekend walkers. So by the time I actually set up to try and get a shot,
exit to the left onto junction 18.
Thank you.
Then keep left.
So by the time I'd actually set up to get a shot, unfortunately I missed the sunrise, and I didn't get much from it. So I'm heading to a Kase Filters workshop. I mentioned this yesterday, on Anglesey. So let's see if we can get some images. The weather looks as if it's alright. So fingers crossed, might get something today. So that's the workshop over with. Apologies I've not got any footage of it, purely because of the weather. or more the wind, I should say. The wind has been relentless, and without external audio, I wouldn't have been able to have got any sound. All you would have heard is the wind. But another company that turned up as well was Vanguard. Now Vanguard make bags and tripods, and we're having a little play around with those as well. And I got speaking with a chap called Jason who works for Vanguard, and I've got to say there's some quality products that they produce, so much so that I've actually ordered a bag from them as well. But back to the Kase filter system. It was a difference. It's similar to the Lee system, but there's a couple of subtle changes which I actually found quite handy and quite clever as well. Not only that as well, the Kase filters are made of glass rather than resin, and they're quite a strong glass. I mean, Andy from Kase Filters, he had a piece of glass which is the same as what they use for the filters. Threw it in the air, dropped it on the floor, didn't break, didn't smash. That's, you know, I broke my Lee little stopper. I broke it just by dropping it out of the filter holder, and it wasn't if it's intentional. It just slid out because I misplaced it. It smashed onto a couple of rocks beneath me, and it's floated off somewhere in the Severn Estuary now. So these filters, yeah, they are quite clever. The polarizer actually attaches to the lens attachment rather than to the front of the filters, and there's a little geared wheel on the side of the filter holder which you just rotate, and that rotates the polarizer. So I found that quite clever. The other thing as well, which I thought was quite clever, was how many times have you gone to use a Lee big stopper and you've used an ND grad as well, but we've had the ND grad in it, you've tried to slide the 10 stopper down behind it, and you've moved the grad and not realised until you've taken the exposure. Now with the Kase filters, their 10 stop filter is the same size as their ND grads, so you just literally slip them in together, and you don't go moving that ND grad. It's such a simple solution, and I don't understand why Lee haven't done it as well. Anyway, I'm going to go back to the hotel now. I've had a good day shooting with some great chaps as well, and yeah, here's a couple of images from today. So the lights fade in, but I've come up to Manai Bridge, and you see just there behind me. So I thought I'd have a little go of blue hour, see if we can get anything, any images, nice blue shots with a blue sky, you know, that sort of thing. So the camera's on the tripod. I've got 105mm on it, f/16, so I want to try and get some starbursts off the lights. 3-second shutter speed, ISO 64. Take the shot. lone tree, that tree, whatever you want to call it. You can't come to North Wales without photographing this tree here on Llyn near Llanberis. So I missed sunset here purely because there was a queue of photographers and I wasn't going to wait in line to take the same image as everyone else. So I went back to my hotel, had a little bit of breakfast, and I've come out, got my image because there's no one else here. Well, I think I timed that right because it's absolutely chucking it down out there now. So I've managed to get my image of that tree. I've never really been drawn to it before. Of all the times I've been out to North Wales, I've never really wanted to photograph it. But I thought, while I'm here, may as well give it a go. So, got my image. Well, I've got two images. Two different images. So, yeah, let me know what you think. So I think it's time now to call it quits. The weather's coming in. It's starting to get quite wet up here. I've enjoyed my time up in Snowdonia and on Anglesey. Had a fantastic day yesterday at the Kase Filters and Vanguard were there as well with their range of bags. So yeah, I've had a good couple of days. Hopefully I got a good couple of images. Let's go back home now. Let's load them in the computer, have a little look at them, and yeah, I think I definitely need to come back up here again. It's just a stunning part of the world. Alright, thanks for joining me, and yeah, hope you like the images. Bye for now.